Hello and welcome to a kind of new series here that we're doing here. I'm just building a theme park with like four other people. That
Hi.
you heard one of them there. So it's kind of something new that I'm trying out. Slash not uh, never gonna leave this project. So a couple things. This parking lot is basically or was a thing that is from um, a park file that I downloaded from the workshop, and um, I made the river uh, and put the concert arena here. All right, let's go to who wants to talk first? Introduce your name.
No one, apparently.
Uh,
Introduce yourself.
Why don't we do it in the order that y'all made the things?
that makes
Okay.
sense. So Silas, that means you should go first.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so the whole idea of this park is just like it's three areas, and I'll let you guys all talk about the other areas. But the main area I've been working on is an Oklahoma themed area. And there's like this mining town area on this side of it, and then the other side's gonna be kind of like an outlaw, like Western. The whole thing's kind of Western, but the other side's more like an outlaw, like Western outskirts kind of thing. And this side's like a mining town. And so there's like a drop tower that I need to I need to add some theming, more interior theming to it, because I've got the outside almost completely finished, but yeah, it needs a lot more interior work to it. And right across from it, those buildings there are not from any other park, and they are not important at all. Oh yeah, and this
You
is
you
fire in the
liar.
hole. This here, this fire in the hole, uh, it's not inspired off of anything at all.
Completely original. Completely original.
Yeah, 100% original, but completely ignore the inside, because I have since the exterior is the same, but all of the interior has been completely gutted and redone, so none of that is important.
I mean, there's not much uh, to remove.
Yeah, but what's there is gone now, so
I think you should just enclose what's already there and call it a day. I think that's pretty much complete as it is, as we're looking at it right now.
Also, do you want to explain this mess of wood that you
Oh
have in the
yeah.
background?
Um this was like the idea was to have an RCCA hyper coaster, so like Son of Beast. But this one has a corkscrew instead of a loop, with the most amazing custom supporting on it ever.
Oh yeah,
And
realistic.
yeah, it's extremely realistic custom supporting, and it's also like how high, it's 215 feet high, I believe. So
I will check that. One
yeah,
second.
it's like the tallest wooden coaster. Unless Son of Beast was taller, but I can't remember how tall that was. So yeah, 215 feet.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
show them the mid course.
okay.
The
It's
mid
the
course is
best
the best
part.
part of the ride. Yeah, it's the best part of the ride.
Yeah, seeing the fact that it barely gets up there.
It's just so comically long. I love how unnecessarily long it is. It's the best part of it.
Imagine if it was an RMC, it'd be flying through here.
Yeah, imagine.
One day, perhaps.
Eventually. Um, is that everything you want to talk about here, Silas? I guess I
Yeah, I
can.
think so.
I guess I can go ahead and talk about what this is. This is for a train. This is for the train that you might be able to see. It may or may not be taken from Disneyland with the little diorama. So towards the edge of the park, there's also going to be backstage here. There's also a little train bridge here. All right. Coaster Gnome. Why don't you talk about
That's me.
Why don't you go ahead and talk about what you have here?
Yeah, no problem. So pretty much this whole area is Silas's area that he's been working on the most is themed to Oklahoma, and this area is themed to Arkansas, which is a state that I know almost nothing about, but I'm doing a lot of it anyway. Uh, so right there in that corner, that's the area that I've sort of been working on the most. It's called Camp Little Rock. I actually live at a summer camp, so I'm sort of combining the summer camp that I live at, look-wise, with Camp Snoopy at a lot of the Cedar Fair parks, specifically the Camp Snoopy at Knott's. And this coaster right here is not based off of any.
Must be a good camp then.
Well, it's not a. It's not this good. It's fairly rustic. That's a lot of the designs of the buildings. But I wish we had a roller coaster, but we do not. Right here, this roller coaster is not inspired by anything. It's definitely not heavily inspired by Sierra Sidewinder at Knott's Berry Farm. No, it is. It is a mock family spinning coaster. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's got some nice landscaping around it. It doesn't have too much theming, but yeah.
Oh, my word.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Right here, yes. This is the kids coaster. So it's a Skyline Pescetti Bowl coaster. I know a lot of them seem to be dueling, but this one is not dueling. This is just a single track one. It's sort of themed to canoeing, so it's called Canoe Run. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think it looks really nice in the day as well. If you want to switch it real quick. Because I have hardly any lighting over here, so this whole area sort of, I think, looks best in the day, if you want to switch. Nice, yeah. But yeah. And then the whole rest of the area isn't really finished. This area is only really, like, half finished. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what I've done so far. Other than that, I also... I did not build the B&M sit down over there, but I did change the color scheme of it. And other than that, that's about it.
I really do like that balloon ride though, in that area.
Yeah, no, that's
Terrain
straight.
change to it, and it looks really cool. It's just like how the coaster goes around it.
Yeah, that's straight from Knott's. Like if you go and see Sierra Sidewinder, it does the exact same thing to almost the exact same ride. So, hey, good ideas should be duplicated. And if you look, you might not be able to see it. Scroll down. Yeah, it's hard. It's in the middle of the... I might not be able to direct you to it that well. It's sort of underneath the track of the spinning coaster. It's in the... Yeah. Okay, so... If I had a mouse, I'd be able to show you. There's a little Easter egg hidden within the grounds of the spinning coaster. That's all I'll say that you guys can hunt for later. It's nothing buried. But yeah, that's about all I've done so far. And I guess J-Trains, I'll give it back to you.
Trying to look for the Easter egg real quick. See if I can see.
I just sent you on an absolutely wild goose chase. You probably won't be able to see it from underground. It's so tiny that I'll say yeah, you're near it. If you it's hidden in a clump of rocks. So you just have to look in the rock clumps.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. If this is Shrek. Oh,
no, it's not Shrek. I'm not the Shrek guy. I'm not the Shrek guy. I promise you it's not Shrek.
Yeah,
it's not hidden, like it's not buried, like you can visibly see it if you look at the clump of rocks at the right angle. And I will say it's on the side of the track that's closer to the path. So yeah. Even more on the other side of the track, basically. And it's on the other side of the queue. It's in between the queue and the main path.
You know what? I'm later on. I'm probably gonna make a time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it.
Okay, next topic.
Yes, next
Okay.
topic.
So
We don't
real
need
quick,
to go on an absolutely wild goose chase. We'll find it eventually.
Well, real quick before I give Jake to talk about this. This was originally my idea. I kind of just handed it to Jake and be like, here, work on this. All right. Anyway, Jake, go ahead.
Yeah. So this is the Texas themed area. If you haven't noticed, the river splits all three areas. So there's Arkansas, Oklahoma, and then Texas is in like the like entrance area to the park. But this I themed this to like kind of a beachy like Gulf Coast like kind of theme. Which is kind of hard to do. It's obviously not finished, but I'm getting there. And so we went for kind of an okay intense coaster, but nothing like super intense. Something that's kind of family friendly, but at the same time has a little punch to it. So we went for a Gerstlauer Eurofighter. I don't know the degree on the drop, but it would have something. That would be the highlight of the ride, the drop. And then it's got some pretty nice forces on that drop at the pull up. And so yeah, it goes into an Immelman, a Cobra roll, a zero G roll, pretty cool bank turn, and then it ends with kind of like an outlaw run style. I don't know what would you call it, like a barrel roll or 180-degree turn. I don't know, but I think it turned out really nicely, especially with the color scheme
I
and just the
think
palm
it
trees
is
around.
called a zero. Uh, I oh.
You
I
could
lost.
call it like a heartline roll, but it definitely feels
That's
like
what I was thinking.
Zero
I
yeah,
was
it
thinking
definitely
of something
feels
like
like the
Colorado.
end. It definitely feels like the end to Defiance, like the roller coaster at Glenwood Caverns.
That's
And
right.
isn't that what
Like
inspired the layout J trains, or at least the
later,
vibe
did
of
you
like the
know
station?
this roller coaster was made like 6 months before the project was even started, and it
Oh,
was
gotcha.
based off of Defiance,
That makes
Glenwood
sense. Yeah,
Caverns.
yeah, yeah. Gotcha.
I want to call it like a zero G roll or something like that. I don't remember what it's
Yeah, it's
called.
like it's like a zero G
It's
heartline
like
roll
half a zero
thing.
G roll, yeah.
It's like a
Yeah,
hybrid between a zero G roll and a heartline roll.
yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty much it with that
I
coaster.
love the
It's got a pretty cool
I
queue
love the custom supporting
backstage.
on that.
Yeah, I love
Oh
that.
yeah, you did a great job with the custom supports. Like they look so good.
Yeah, good job.
And then we have the logo. Well, we're kind of torn over which logo to use. I think we decided to do both of them. So, I honestly like the cutback because it's got some really cool lighting. So we might just keep both of them. But
Here, what we could do is we could put surf, put one of these surfboards on top of it and put Surf Rider on it, or something
that's
like that.
true.
I don't know.
We could
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
absolutely. You could combine them. Is the Surfrider one custom or is it
I
Yeah.
like
think it's
from
like
the
a,
workshop?
it's workshop, but
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
it's
But
something
is
Yeah,
it
I
like
like
looked at it
maneuver?
though, and they're just
Yeah,
toolkit letters. So yeah, you could
gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if we did name it, like, weren't we thinking about naming it like Surfrider Cutback or Cutback Surfrider or
yeah,
something like that? So
yeah.
you could just move the surfboard up there, and I think that'd make a more like together sign. That's
Also,
just me.
I realized with doing this project, I am probably the worst builder here. So,
Nah, you're fine. You're fine.
No
all
silence.
right,
Just kidding. Just kidding.
all right. Do you,
Okay,
Jake, want to talk
and
about what
then
this craziness
yeah.
was meant to be, and
So
what's
I just
for?
plopped this down real quick. I built it in about 5 minutes. I thought river rapids would go really nicely in this area, just to kind of finish that beach theme. So I plopped it down real quick. There's still some inconsistencies. It like if you look at the drop for the river rapids, there is no space between it and the path. Like you would literally hit your head and die. So we're gonna have to
Oh my!
fix all that. There's just a couple tweaks I need to do to it.
I
I think
just
we're gonna turn
realized
that
that.
into a bridge. So yeah, I
Huh.
think that will
Also,
become a bridge in the
where are we
future.
gonna put the water treatment facility for this right at?
I was thinking of putting it to the left of that rapid section, so like right next to the lake, so that they
Okay,
could pull water from the lake and then dump it into the ride.
okay. Because I was like, my plan was originally have one like back in this corner maybe, because then it's easier to like hide the water treatment thing. I guess
Yeah, I think
this
with
isn't a bad idea though.
some foliage though, you can hide it really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could use foliage. I mean, also you could just have a water treatment facility off-site, and so you pump water to the ride. But
Yeah, true.
that's
And
another
then
option.
and we could say that we pump it to maybe another water ride eventually.
Yeah, if we had like a log flume in the other park, you could just say you just use the same water treatment facility for
Yeah.
both.
Okay, so real quick, I'm currently working on building a um, parking lot for a hotel here. It'll probably be more like an L-shaped, like kind of like this. So, of course, the more expensive rooms would be the rooms faced out towards the park. The cheaper rooms are the ones that would be closer to the train tracks and have the train blow its whistle on purpose um right next to the hotel at
Dang,
random
that's harsh. That's
at
harsh.
random at random times of night. Um,
Why would the train even be running? It's running literally just to blow its horn at
and
the
they
people staying at the hotel. That's the only reason they have it going.
testing for the next day. Okay, this was kind of just thrown together final minute to one to help not have people run across into the concert without having like tickets and stuff for the concert. I mean, I guess you don't need to, but if
No, we have to charge for it.
So wait, are
yeah,
we? You have to get a ticket to go to the concert?
it
Yes.
depends on the
That is
people who it depends on the people who made the or who who's going who's gonna sing there. But
Like if
like,
we had like a really big band in, then yeah, we'd charge. But if it's
God.
just like in-park entertainment, we probably wouldn't.
yeah.
Sort of thing is I
Yeah.
think what he's
Also,
saying.
if it's like a big band, we're gonna have a problem fitting everyone in here.
We'd have like riots and stuff. It would
Yeah.
not turn out great.
Yeah, we don't even want to mention the I think there was something that happened with like Travis Scott thing.
Oh yeah, the Travis Scott. Yeah, Travis Scott at
Yeah,
a theme park. I've heard about it. I don't know that much about the
yeah.
guy, but I
But
heard that there was like a crazy thing at one of his concerts.
yeah. Um, anything else? Already covered that. It's gonna be backstage. Oh,
Do
the
the
elephant in
SLC.
the room. The SLC here. This is like a abandoned roller coaster.
Everyone's favorite coaster type.
Yeah, everyone's favorite. That's why there is a half of a roller coaster. Whoops, dropped my phone.
Honestly, that would be more fun than a regular SLC. Just that
Yeah, it would.
it would end quicker, and it'd just be better.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Anything else that we missed?
I was gonna
Obviously.
say if you wanted to show the front of the drop tower during the day, because you went over it at night, but
Oh right, yeah, I did.
yeah, just like the
Here's the drop tower.
I will say,
Yeah.
Silas, this looks really good. Like I
Yeah, I'm
like the
pretty happy.
I like the mishmash of buildings. Like it turned out really, really nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
happy with it. If you can't tell, it's inspired heavily off of Mystery Mine at Dollywood.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we
No way.
eventually going
Come on,
to?
dude.
We're eventually gonna turn it into a Gerstlauer Eurofighter.
We all just
We
real.
already have one. We're gonna put in a second
We just
one.
have two ghost flowers to bark.
Turn this one into like a Smiler type roller coaster.
A Gerstlauer Infinity and a Gerstlauer Eurofighter.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Oh
true.
gosh.
Okay.
Oh, show cut back at night.
Come back at night.
Yeah, because we went there during the day.
Okay. PM.
Yeah, that's some pretty solid lighting. That looks really good.
Yeah. I also I'm just gonna say it, you've done better than what I was originally gonna do. So I'm not even complaining that you took over the Eurofighter.
Hey, but you came up with the layout, J Trains, and it's a good layout.
Yeah, I really like the layout.
I was trying, but yeah, I was trying to get the drop is taller than the lift hill
Yeah. No,
kinda thing
that definitely worked.
that Defiance has.
hmm
So
I also really like that. I really like that low turn right after the drop. That would give some intense sort of
yeah.
gray out moments.
Yeah. Also, I was I know you changed it, but my original plan was to have it like lower a little bit. I don't know how that would have
I
worked.
changed
But
it because it was pulling too many G's on that turn. Like
yeah,
it
it
was
makes
close
sense.
to 6. So yeah, I had to raise it a little bit.
It makes sense.
So
You kept the original fencing. It's just
Well, I
That's
haven't
what it
finished.
is.
I haven't finished that yet.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I like the lockers. I also like the this is the only ride that has lockers. I think that'd be a funny.
Hey, there. This is a
Though I will say it's
um
the only one that really needs it besides the
yeah,
RCCA. But honestly, the
and
RCCA people should just bring on their loose articles and have them fly at each
Yeah.
other.
yeah,
That'd be in character for the RCCA.
yeah. Uh, so we also I'm thinking like this is the only coaster that has lockers and everything else has uh bins next to the
Yeah,
on
well,
the
I know
platform.
my the spinning coaster that I built, I put bins on it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh. And then eventually turn it into an extreme spinner. It's pretty close to that actually.
An extreme spinner in the kiddie area that would work well.
But yeah. Anything else?
I think we covered it all. Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't
Yeah, I
really
think
go
that's
over
about
the
everything.
front entrance.
Oh
Like
yeah, the
show the.
front
Oh yeah,
entrance.
the front entrance.
I think it
Alright.
looks really nice with all the coasters in the
No,
background.
it
Yeah.
definitely looks good. And as more are added, I think the skyline will just look really, really good.
Yeah.
I love how the RCCA just looks massive.
It
behind
absolutely
everything.
dominates the entire skyline.
It's
It's
just
wild.
you, there is
It's so big. It's so big.
that is the tallest thing in the skyline.
By far. By far.
Not
Yeah, until
even
we get a Giga.
or we might get a
Mach Extreme
strata.
Spinner Giga.
We might make a strata.
Mach
I'm
Extreme
we're in the middle of the
Spinner
autosave.
Strata.
Wait, is there like a saying for like a 500-foot tall roller coaster?
Not
Not
yet. Because none have been built.
I think Strata is like 400 and up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that might just end up being it. But if they ever build a 500 footer, they might make up a new term, like I don't know,
Yeah.
gargantuan. Not that. Not that.
No, it could be like a
Gigantic.
infinite.
What would it be?
Infinity or
Like,
something.
what's the next layer in like the? There's like the stratosphere, and then what's the next layer of like the
Outer space.
I don't
outer,
know.
just outer space coaster?
Outer
That's what
space
we call it.
coaster.
Yeah. Alright. I might have a little bit of cutting to do with this. Okay.
Sorry.
We are already
Hey, if
about,
it's funny, it's funny. You might as well leave it in, right?
yeah. Yeah, we're about 23 minutes with the,
Yeah, that's
the
a
recording.
fine video length. That's a
Yeah.
fine video length.
And including if I put some screenshots in here at the end.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. You should do that. Roll.
Any final things? I think we've covered everything.
Yeah, no, not really.
I think that's
I don't
it.
think anything else.
Yeah.
Kind
I mean,
of looking over.
that's all we've done so far, but there'll definitely be
Train.
more.
I kind
Yeah,
of,
stay
kind of
tuned
talked
for the
about
next
train.
episode in like 6 months.
Yeah, whenever there's a significant progress, which
Yeah.
we'll see.
Alright. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you have a good day.
And
And
an even cooler tomorrow.
that is not where I was going with that. Have a good day, everyone. Goodbye.